Alright. Why I'm mad at my brother. The expensive taxi stories. Remember? I went out and I got stranded. I went to LA and I got stranded. And I called my brother for help to come and get me. He lives about 3 hours away from LA. What would you have done for your sister? That's the question. My brother and I have an odd relationship. Sometimes we're really close like nobody else, and other times it's as if we never met. It's strange. I swear to God, this is one of those times where it was like we never met before. Like we were like far distant cousins and not brother and sister. Sometimes that happens to us and we're always shocked afterwards. Where we're like, I'm really sorry, I'm so sorry, I should have done it. It happens too often. It's not going to happen anymore. I keep saying that. It's not going to happen like this anymore. But this was horrible. This is the worst. It was the worst. Okay, I'm stranded in LA. He lives 3 hours away. I'm at the airport. I'm like, brother, come and help me, please. Come and pick me up. I'm stranded. And he goes, no, I gotta do homework. I'm like, what do you mean homework? How much homework do you have? He said, I got like 3 or 4 hours of homework. 3 or 4 hours? It's like 6 o'clock at night. I'm like, so do your homework. Come after you do your homework. You get here around midnight. I'm fine with that. And he's like, midnight, I don't want to drive over there until midnight. I'm like, he goes, I got school in the morning. I'm like, I know, but why don't you just do an all-nighter like regular people? Like normal people. Pull an all-nighter and like come and help out your sister. Come on. And he's like, no, I got homework. No, I'm not gonna. No. This is how he says it. No, I'm not going. No, just no, like that. I can't even do it in his voice. He's so serious when he says no that I was like almost offended just by the one word. Normally, I'm really convincing, right? And I tried to be, but God dang. Anyways, so I was like, okay, fine. Well, call somebody then. Well, here's the deal for me, okay? I don't really like saying this, but I live in Sacramento. People who live here know that it's like 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours to San Francisco. The trip he was going to take was like a trip to San Francisco. It's like nothing. To people over here, it's like we did that yesterday. You know what I mean? We go there all the time. It's not a big deal. What's a big deal is if you're coming from like Fairfield or Fresno and then you gotta go take an extra trip to another place and then go back towards San Francisco. That's the big deal. But not just the one trip. The one trip is like, yeah, I'll go pick you up. Sure, you're at the San Francisco airport. Okay, fine. You know, a lot of people will say, why don't you take the train? But if you're family, they'll probably just be like, whatever, I'll go and get you. It'll be fun. We'll go out and do something. That's what he should have said. It would have been a nice adventure. Well, what pisses me off about my brother, not just that he said no, I was like, okay, he's got homework. Okay, fine, he's got school. I don't want him to fail or miss a day or accidentally oversleep. I wouldn't have let him do that. I would have woken him up. I was like, I get it. He's responsible, whatever. But just last weekend, we went to go visit family, and he was like, okay, his friends live out there 3 hours away, and they're all going to a trip to LA the same weekend he's going to a trip to LA. What the hell ever. They're going there like it's a trip to San Francisco is what they're doing. They're going out to party. You know, it's the weekend. I'm like, what the what? And he's like, going to dinner. He's like, I don't want to eat with you guys. I'm going to do what I want to do. And then he goes out to eat dinner with a date. It's a girl. I don't know if it's a friend or a date or whatever, but it's a date, you know. But he goes out to dinner at 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night is when he's eating dinner at a pizza place. Half an hour away. Not only did he drive 3 hours that morning and then drive again an hour to come see us, he's going half an hour away to meet a date. A date on the same day. And I'm like, I was really heartbroken. I was hurt. I was mad. And I was sad. And I was like, I don't understand. Wait a minute. I'm your sister. And you didn't pick me up when I was stranded. But you're doing all this for a girl? A girl I don't even know. I don't know her face. I don't know her name. I don't even give a crap about it. But dang. Holy dang it. Oh! It drives me nuts. Pow! You know what? Batman your ass, brother. I'm telling you. That pisses me off. And I wish it never happened, but it happened. And for the rest of my life, not for the rest of my life, hopefully until he makes it up when I get in another bad situation. I don't know that I'll ever be in a situation like that again, but if ever, hopefully he'll come through. I was really upset. But that's what pisses me off about my brother, is that sometimes he just wouldn't do what I would do, you know what I mean? And I would have definitely gone for that length of driving time in the middle of the night, homework or no homework. But that's just me and like a million other people. But he got his homework done and he went to class, I'm sure. And all's well that ends well, because I got home and now I get to live in this crappy place some more. Because I was on my way out. I was probably going to go and live in LA. I was definitely going to get a car. And then I was going to move. I still don't have a car, and the checks were still expired, by the way. In case you were wondering from the previous story. Oh! The kicker! The checks I did cash were paid by the person that wrote the checks. So that means the other checks would have also been paid when I got back home. Oh! All I had to do was cash them. My uncle should have just taken me to the day ATM. What an awful freaking week that was. Next time on XML, we'll tell you some more stories if I figure one out. Probably something else about traveling. Oh! I got one about 24-hour fitness. This is a good one. It's about muscles aching. No, I don't want to tell you that one. It's too personal. You know what? We'll wait until I go through something again. Just subscribe to me. I promise you it'll be interesting. Okay.